Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here and welcome back to a brand new mod in SpinTires MudRunner. Now this is a work in progress mod by Red and it is a K10 TRUGGY. Now it's built in the style of a top truck challenge truck because as you can see, everything is gigantic. I think he said that these tires were supposed to be like 52s, 53s, something like that, like something tremendously huge. This one has swampers on it, and I don't remember the name of these tires. They might be Thornbirds, but correct me in the comment section down below if I'm wrong on that. Now, there are a few different upgrade options that you have right now. This is still a work in progress, so there may be more later. But you have the option of putting doors on, which is, I mean, it's a cool option. It's a usable option. You also have the option of a high lift, which you will be putting on. You have the stinger, and then you have your tube doors. Now, an interesting thing to note about this thing is that there are two different versions, one with four-wheel steering and one without four-wheel steering. All right, so setting off in the non-four-wheel steering K10 TRUGGY. Now, as you can see already right off the bat, I mean, these tires are gigantic. They are the all-dominating feature of this rig. They really, really are. Now, when you put it in low 3, it really kind of sets it up to be a good cruising pace. I mean, you're not going too insanely fast. You're not really putting yourself in a position where, you know, the thing is going to turn over or bounce or anything like that. It's just a really good cruising pace, and then all you have to do is vary your level of throttle input in relation to what speed you want overall. I will say it's just on the verge of being a little bit wide for this particular section of this trail. Easy, there you go. If you ever just start spinning, all you got to do is back off the throttle a tiny bit, and usually that's all it takes to get this thing to grip up again. And when you have tires this big, I mean, there's so much that you could do with tires this big. It's genuinely ridiculous. Easy. It just walks. Oh my god, it absolutely walks up everything in its path. Straight up walks up everything in its path, dude. Absolutely nuts. And even though this is the non-four-wheel steer version, it's actually pretty dang maneuverable. I have to admit, it's still pretty dang maneuverable for not having four-wheel steering. Now, as I come down through this next section, get a look at the flex, because the flex is just about as much as you could ever have with tires this big. I mean, I'll try to get it into a position where we can really see what it looks like flexed out, but let's see. Maybe after this little pool here. You can see a little bit of it right there, but not a ton. Might be able to get it flexed out a little bit here. No, not really. Mainly because there's a lot of different obstacles going a lot of different ways. Oh, boy. I mean, that shows how balanced it is, but it doesn't show the flex capacity at all, really. Just trying to get it into a position where it can really, like, actually demonstrate the flex capacity. Oh, no! Come on! Okay, never mind. You cannot bump it up obstacles like that. It hates it. And I don't know if that's more in line with, like, the size of the vehicle and the size of the tires, or more in line with how Red tuned it. Because I know that Red is very specific sometimes about, like, this is a crawler. You will drive it like a crawler. You will not use high. You will not go fast. It's like, it's just one of those things. Although, sometimes you do need to use high to bump stuff. Like that. Yep. That helped a lot. I just don't know if... I don't know if it's going to be able to continue on much further from... Well, maybe. Yeah. Come on. We're past the pine tree now, and that's one of the biggest hurdles of this entire hill, is getting past the pine tree. The problem is, though, we're in a bad spot now. Yeah, we're in a bad spot now, man. It's in one of... oh, God. It's in a really sketchy place. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, I've screwed it up really bad there. Come on. Man, I ended up screwing that up. That is not good. Tell you what, that's a really good time to swap over to the four-wheel steer one, because the four-wheel steering one, we can take the other direction. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and put the high lift, the stinger, and the tube doors. Just the same exact setup, except for the fact that this one has four-wheel steer, whereas the other one does not. And let me tell you, does it make a difference? It drives completely differently. And, like, I'm not exaggerating that or sugarcoating that one bit. When you get this thing into the rocks and you start to twist it up, oh my God, it is completely different from the other truck in terms of drivability, maneuverability, driving style, capability. Well, capability is kind of on a similar level, but this one you can drive in a totally different fashion. And maneuverability is definitely through the roof with the four-wheel steering one, as it rightly should be with in terms of having four-wheel steering. Alright, let's ease it down through the water here real quick. Come on, nice and easy. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, let's go. Go, 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 go. Oh, it finally, oh my God, it finally got into it and took off. This direction is weird, though, because it's actually not quite as tight as the other way, which I kind of, on one hand, I kind of wish I went the other way, but on the other hand, I'm like, you know, I've gone the other way so many times, and I rarely have, I don't think I've ever gone this direction on this map on video, so it does get a little bit more, not necessarily complicated, but interesting soon. So that's a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and see how it does up these rocks. Still very easy. And the nice thing about the four-wheel steering is that you can really position the rear axle wherever you want it, along with positioning the front axle wherever you want it. Whereas with the other truck, you really are leading with the front axle and sort of following it with the rear axle. Oh, what? Okay, it doesn't like mud. It does not like mud at all. Oh, no! I was worried I was going to hit the tree, and I was like, I'm backing out of it. Well, if you're interested in yeeting, then it is yeetable. Trust me. It is yeetable. You never have to worry about that. I don't know where this goes, though. This may not lead to an area that I want to go, but you know what? Hey, we'll find out, that's for sure. Currently, there's no rocks, though, so I'm just cruising in high. Stop. Don't go that way, apparently. Apparently, going that way is against the rules. Oh, I remember this. This is a canyon section. Yeah, I remember this. I'm going this way. Yeah, this will be fun. Because we came through here once on stream before, but, oh, yep, you see how allowing the rear wheels to turn allowed me to just slip the rear axle right to where it could get traction, and it just popped right up on the rock? It wouldn't have done that quickly with the front wheel steer version. Wouldn't have done it anywhere near that quickly, actually. Ease it up and through, no problem at all. It really doesn't have any issues getting through anything that I've thrown at it so far. I mean, it's definitely one of those vehicles that inspires a lot of confidence, and I think that's primarily because as long as you wrap your head around a few of the basic driving dynamics, you pretty much got it. You pretty much got it under control, and there's not much else you need to worry about. Man, even right there, most vehicles would have flipped over. This thing was like, don't worry about it. No worries, they're not going to flip over. I can tell that the center of gravity is definitely low. Like, he's definitely got it set up to where it's pretty dang low. Is that another trail? I don't know. I don't think so. And here, that'll give you at least a little bit of an idea of the flex of this thing. Because I know that we had trouble finding a good spot for that earlier. No, it's a properly good rig, though. And it's fun to drive, but it's also not, like, overly cartoonish. I mean, yeah, it's a lot bigger than most trucks you would see in real life, but trucks like this really do exist. I mean, Top Truck Challenge really does exist, and the trucks that were built for that also really do exist, and they were about this size. And so I feel like saying this truck is unrealistic and saying it's some sort of like far stretch is sort of not the right direction to approach it from, if you get what I'm saying. But with that being said, I really do enjoy this thing, and I've enjoyed driving it around a lot. If you have any thoughts or opinions, make sure you leave them in the comment section below and let me know what you think of this truck as well. And also, if you're new around here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Talk to you guys later.